Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check.
Abby Johnson with the home run just about to straight away center field.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Vaterstad Stadium here at John Randall Field. I'm Joe Schreiner. Welcome, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. We got North Dakota Legion baseball here for you today between Wahpeton and, I forgot to change it, and that is Devil's Lake and not Castleton. So we've got Devil's Lake and Wahpeton here tonight. And, again, taking a look here at the scoreboard, you will see that Wahpeton is listed as the visitors on the schedule, which they are because Devil's Lake has not been able to play any home games this year. So Devil's Lake will be the home team here. And we're about ready to turn it over to our PA announcer, Mike Rittenauer, for the starting lineups brought to you by Miller & Associates. Mike, go ahead.
Welcome, baseball fans, to this afternoon's matchup between Devil's Lake and Wahpeton in Class A East Region Baseball. We're going to go through the lineups. We'll start. Devil's Lake is actually going to be the home team this afternoon by way of their field is all tore up, so it'll be a little bit odd, but Wahpeton will be the guests. So we will start with the actual home team with their non-starters first. Number 4, Max Palmer. Number 7, Ben Larson. Come out to your respective baselines, please. We're going to do the anthem afterwards also. All right, for the starters, leading off, playing right field, number 3, Caleb Schneider. Batting second, playing third base, number 12, Jackson Baith. Batting third, playing left field, number 11, Bo Brodina. Batting fourth, playing second base, number 24, Parker Swanson. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 10, Mason Palmer. Batting sixth, the DH, number 44, Simon
Check. All right, we lost audio there for a minute, but I think we got it back here. So welcome back once again, everybody, to our pregame show brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Dr. Andrea works with men and women of all ages and has chiropractic acupuncture as a possible alternative. Stop and see Dr. Andrea in downtown Wahpeton, just off Dakota Avenue. And thanks, Lane. I think we got it going again. Looks like my sound bars are bouncing here, so we did lose our audio for a minute, and had some issues here with it when I first started up here earlier, and we've got things going again the way it looks. I've got bars bouncing on my end, so Lane, if you are watching there, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and it looks like we're back. So again, your starting lineups there were brought to you by Miller & Associates, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance. Again, Devils Lake, if you missed it here at the beginning, Devils Lake will be the home team as this is their scheduled home game, but it is here in Wahpeton, so this will be a Devils Lake home game. And that is because they are putting turf on their field at Devils Lake, and so we are here in Wahpeton playing this game. So the Wahpeton Post 20 boys are listed as the visitors on the scoreboard. They're dressed in their white uniforms, and Devils Lake in white pants and black uniforms. And we are just about ready here for the Thrivent first pitch. The first pitch brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. I want to thank all of you for joining. Again, sorry about the technical issues here, but it looks like our sound is working. So we will have our Thrivent first pitch here. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. And pitching is Gage Meyer. Delivers inside for a ball at first pitch is 12:58 and 79 degrees according to our PA announcer Mike Rittenauer. So the 1-0 pitch caught the corner for 1-1. Tommy Thielen behind the plate. On the bases, Roy King. A nice sunny 79-degree day here at Vaterstad Stadium at John Randall Field. That one's low and away. It's ball 2. 2-1 now to the leadoff hitter, Caden Kappas. Gage Meyer delivers one at the letters for a strike. It's 2-2 now. And the pitch swung on, pop foul, out of play, and the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Caden Kappas. If you're not familiar with John Randall Field, it's 324 down the left field line, 307 down the right field foul pole. Swung on, popped up, right field, moving over is Schneider, and he gets underneath and makes the easy catch for the first out. So Kappas is retired on the pop fly. Welcome, everybody watching, and appreciate you tuning in to Three Borders Sports Network. We got both games here for you today. Both games are counters in the standings. As Tori Ulick steps up to the plate, the center fielder for Wahpeton. Takes a strike. And it's 0-1. Little breaking pitch there, just too low. It's ball 1, 1-1 to the hitter, Tori Ulick. Gage Meyer on the mound. Swung on, pulled foul. Down the first base coach's box. Steve Hawkert will pick it up, and he'll hang on to it for the time being. As Gage Meyer gets another baseball from Trayson Beck behind the plate. 0-2 to the number 2 hitter. Tori Ulick takes inside and low for a ball. It's 1-2 to the center fielder. One of 2 super seniors here for Wahpeton. Tori Ulick, and the other one is Sterling Warney. Gage Meyer delivers a breaking ball, and Tori Ulick slaps that one right back up the box for a base hit right back up the middle. So Ulick gets a single there, and having a hot season here for Post 20 right now. And here comes the catcher, number 7. That's Jackson Fleeflet up to the plate. Tries his little draws his little smiley face in the side of the home plate circle. A ritual for Jackson as he steps up, and now the speedster Tori Ulick standing at first base. And Gage Meyer gets into the stretch facing Jackson Fleeflet. Beck sets up on the outer half. Pitch comes in for a strike. It's 0-1 now to Fleeflet. Beautiful day here at John Randall for baseball. Timeout. Get a nice crowd here already here on a Friday afternoon, 4th of July, early 4th of July weekend. And Meyer set to deliver the 0-1 pitch. And there goes Ulick. Throw down to second, and Ulick slides in safely. So Torrey gets in on a stolen base, and he's in scoring position now for Fleeflet. So it's 1-1 now to Jackson with one out. Thanks everybody for joining in and watching Three Borders Sports Network. And the pitch comes in tight. It's 2-1 now to Fleeflet. Gage Meyer sets and delivers. Caught the corner. It's strike two. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Fleeflet, not sure if he agreed with that call, but again, as a catcher, you got to know that zone, and he's understanding that quickly here from the home plate umpire. 2-2. That one's too far outside. It's 3-2. So as a catcher, what I'm saying is Fleeflet will know that that outside corner works for a strike, so he'll set up his pitcher here in the bottom of the first for that, and that will be Jaden King on the hill. High ball 4 as Fleeflet draws the walk, and now Wahpeton with runners at first and second. And speaking of Jaden King, it's going to bring him up. He's in the 4 spot here on the lineup card for Wahpeton. And Coach Kappas, as Gage Miller sets to deliver. We'll set the outfield for you left to right. It's Bo Brodina, Olson in center, and Schneider in right. And then third to first, it's Baith, Palmer, Swanson, and Parker Brodina at first. And Jaden King takes low for ball. It's ball 1. We're in the first inning here. Wahpeton got runners at first and second with 1 out. So the infield fly rule is ineffective. It's fair and playable. Meyer delivers outside for a ball. It's 2-0 now to Jaden King. First of scheduled 2 games here from Vaderstad Stadium at John Randall Field. There's a strike at the letters. 2-1. Torrey gets way off, but nobody was there to cover him. But Gage Meyer didn't like how far off he'd gotten, so he chases him back. And now holding him on a little closer is Swanson at second base. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Jaden King, the number 4 hitter for Wahpeton. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runners at first and second, facing Gage Meyer on the hill. Trayson Beck behind the plate. There's a shot down to first. Picked up over there by Brodina. Back to first. Not in time. Fleeflet was forced out at second base, so Jaden King reaches on the fielder's choice. It was a good shot down there. A one-hopper picked up nicely by Parker Brodina down at first base. And he quickly went over to second base and retired Jackson Fleeflet for the second out. So 2 outs for Wahpeton now and runners at the corners. The speedster Ulick at third. And right now Jaden King over at first base. That brings up Josiah Hoffman, and there goes Jaden King. He's heading down, and the throw comes back home. In time is Tori Ulick. I think he got hit by the ball as he came sliding home. And he might have been hit by the ball on the throw there as it bounded away from Beck at home. And then heading down to third base as the ball got away is Jaden King. So Wahpeton takes a 1-0 lead here in the visitor half of the fourth. On the attempted stolen base by King. And the throw went down and it was cut off. And the throw came home as Tori Ulick scored. Hoffman pulls it over to short. Palmer picks it up. Bounces the throw over, but picked up nicely over by Parker Brodina at first base. And the side is retired on a 6-3 putout. But Wahpeton does score 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 1. We're going to the bottom of the first here. And Three Borders Sports Network at Vaterstad Stadium, John Randall Field. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, it's 1-0 in favor of Wahpeton. We'll be right back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent. What are you invested in? Thrive with purpose.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
All right, we're back here at John Randall Field, Vaterstad Stadium. And leading off for Devils Lake in the bottom of the first, Caleb Schneider takes low for a ball and takes that one inside for ball 2. Schneider, the right fielder for Devils Lake, is ahead in the count to Jaden King. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a pop fly to center field. Ulick drifting back and makes the catch over his left shoulder and retires Caleb Schneider on the pop fly ball. So 1 out recorded in the book here for Jaden King. Jackson Baith is due up. We'll set the outfield and the defense here for you shortly for Wahpeton as Baith steps in to take a strike at the letters. 0-1 now to Jackson Baith, third baseman for Devils Lake. Karen and Carly Kappas tuned in and watching Three Borders Sports Network. As always, appreciate you guys doing that. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2. Karen and Carly watching on Red River Communications cable channel 28. And also on our YouTube channel as King retires Baith on strikes. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes. And that's the second out here for Jaden King. Brings up Bo Brodina. The defense for Wahpeton, Hockard in left, Ulick in center, Schroeder in right. And third to first is Timian, Kappas, Rittenauer, and Hoffman. Again, Jaden King on the hill, and his catcher battery mate is Jackson Fleeflet as always. Bobrodina swings and misses. It's 1-1. Again, our home plate umpire, Tommy Thielen. Base umpire, Roy King. So thanks for the message, Karen and Carly. Appreciate it. And Alex Beach watching up in Devil's Lake. Thank you. Cheering on his nephew, who is the designated hitter for Devil's Lake. There's a ground ball to Kappas at short. Rolls right to him. Pumps and throws over to Hoffman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jaden King in post 20. And that retires the side here. We'll go to the second inning here. Wahpeton leads on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard by a score of 1-0. We'll be right back after this, right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Line Drive Hitting is owned and operated by longtime baseball coach Kelly McNary. Coach McNary has more than 40 years of experience coaching baseball. If you're looking to find professional assistance for your child to help improve baseball or softball skills, contact Coach McNary. Call, text, or email Coach McNary for more information. 701-403-0841. 701-403-0841 or kgmcnary@wah.midco.net.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Casasa account and start earning your money back today.
All right, welcome back to Vaterstad Stadium. John Randall Field here. Wahpeton leads as we go to the top of the second. Wahpeton leads 1-0 here, and they scored on 1 run and 1 hit in the first inning. A hit by Tori Ulick, and he advanced with a stolen base and got home on the steal by Jaden King, and the throw home was too late. So Ulick scored the first run of the inning here. And there's a drive down the left field line. Just foul. Man, oh man, Hawker just roped that one down the left field line and missed it by about 2 feet, if that. So 0-1 to Caden Hawkert. And our pregame show was brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Stop and see Dr. Andrea. She works with men and women of all ages. Chiropractic acupuncture is a possible alternative. Stop and see Dr. Andrea in downtown Wahpeton. Pregame show. Breaking pitch, caught the inside corner. It's 0-2. Starting lineups were brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance. First pitch was brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Our scoreboard, as always, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries. Check swing. And they are going to appeal. And Roy King said it was safe, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Gage Meyer set to deliver the pitch to Caden Hawkert. And strike 3, but Beck gets out of the box and throws out Hawkert. So Hawkert caught looking on that one. Gavin Schneider, the right fielder, steps up to the plate. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Chad Affield watching over there. He's getting diamond 1 ready. So thank you, Chad, for listening and trying to watch as much as you can as you're doing work over on the softball diamonds as Gavin Schroeder takes outside ball 1. Chad Affield working today. Sometimes he's here helping me out when Brian can't, and Brian's unavailable today as well. So I'm on my own. Swung on back to the fence. It's 1-1. I should say back to the net. Our next broadcast will be here again from John Randall Field, Vaterstad Stadium, for the annual 4th of July baseball game, the Border Battle. That will be brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative. They're sponsoring the game again, so we thank Mindak for coming up and doing that on behalf of Wahpeton Baseball. Meyer delivers outside, ball 3, 3-1 to Caden Hockert. Should have zoomed in a little bit on my center field camera there, folks. Sorry about that. When I set it up this morning. That one sails outside to Hockert, and he'll get a free pass down to first base with one out. So Hockert goes down to first. That brings up third baseman Riley Timian. Big RT steps up to the plate, facing Gage Meyer.
Third baseman, number 11, Riley Timian.
Brian Watson unavailable today. Chad Affield unavailable today. And the pitch. There's a base hit to right field by Big Riley, and he'll get a single out of that. And runners at first and second again for Wahpeton here with one out, just like they had in the first inning. So Riley gets the second hit of the game for Wahpeton, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Jack Rittenauer. He's second baseman for Wahpeton. Comes up with runners at first and second. Again, second base is Gavin Schroeder. Good speed out there. So we'll see what Jack does at the plate here now, facing Gage Meyer. Again, the annual border battle will be on July 4th. Game time is at 8. We'll be on a little early because all the pregame festivities and ceremonial first pitches and a lot of things going on. It's low and in the dirt to Jack. It's 2-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, July 4th will be the border battle between Wahpeton and Breckenridge. First pitch, 8 p.m.
2-0 to the second baseman, Jack Rittenauer. Takes one at the belt, strike one. Rittenauer fouls that one off on the 2-1 pitch, pulls it into foul territory. So it's to Rittenauer, and that's outside. Gets away, and scooting down to third base and uncontested will be Gavin Schroeder on the wild pitch. So Schroeder goes down to third. I think it's full count. So it's 3-2 here as Tommy T holds up the full count sign. Full count pitch, payoff pitch. Rittenauer pulls it to short, deep in the hole, over to second for one, and not in time over to first as Palmer made a nice play on it over there. Got it over to Swanson at second base, and the run does score. So Rittenauer with the RBI and the fielder's choice. But Wahpeton does generate another run here as Schroeder comes across to score. So nice play by Palmer at short to retire Timian at second base. But again, the run does score here. And the leadoff hitter, Caden Kappas, back up at the plate with Rittenauer at first base. Popped up in the infield. 3 guys converging, and Palmer at shortstop takes it and retires Kappas on the pop fly into the infield. So that'll be the third out of the inning. But again, Wahpeton scores one more run on one more hit. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second. Wahpeton leads 2-0. We'll be right back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
All right, after a 1-2-3 inning for Jaden King in the bottom of the first, he's going to lead off with Parker Swanson, and he takes low for a ball. It's 1-0 as that one scoots away from Jackson. Simon Beach getting some cheering from his grandma's here. Becky Beach was here earlier. That's when I was having sound issues, so I didn't get a chance to say hi to Becky. She came up into the booth when I was having some audio issues, and I didn't have time to say hi. So sorry about that, Becky. There's popped up by Swanson over on the first base side. Giving chase is Hoffman right at the fence and makes the grab. Out of our camera angle there, but Hoffman retires Parker Swanson on the foul ball out for the first out. So that will bring up Mason Palmer. Shortstop who made a nice play here in the bottom half, or in the top half of the second. As Jaden King has retired the first 4 hitters he's seen. They're swung on, fouled back to the netting. And it's 0-1 to the shortstop, Mason Palmer. And there's a call strike again. It's 0-2. OSPTI is our post-game show sponsor for all your physical therapy needs. Contact the professionals at OSPTI as High Ball 1. They've got locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. Our mound visit sponsor, Hornstein Family Chiropractic. That's fouled away. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith Motors of Wahpeton joining on with us here this spring and summer. Again, Smith Motors, your trusted GMC and Chevrolet dealership right here in Wahpeton. So see the guys down there. Call, strike, breaking pitch from the lefty. And that is a Carlson Family Insurance strikeout. So just stop and see Eric and the crew down there. Just on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton as Carlson Family Insurance strikeout by Jaden King. His second one of the day. Second Carlson Family Insurance strikeout. And that'll bring up Simon Beach. Uncle Alex watching and in attendance. Becky is here. I see Steve down there as well. The count goes to 2 balls and no strikes now to Simon. Simon's got a lot of roots here in Wahpeton. There's this call strike on the outer half. It's 2-1. Swung on and fouled away there. It's 2-2 now. Goes to the backstop on Simon. I don't know if I'm going to have time in between games to run out there and zoom that in a little bit. Might have to try that. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3 for the big lefty, and that retires the side. And another Carlson Family Insurance strikeout there for Eric Carlson and the crew and Jaden King, and that retires the side. We're going to go to the top of the third, and Wahpeton leads on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard 2-0. We'll be right back.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Welcome back to Vaderstad Stadium, Three Borders Sports Network here at John Randall Field. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. We appreciate you taking your time out of your day. If you're sitting at your desk or wherever you're at, we sure appreciate you joining Three Borders Sports Network. If you're like Chad Affield, you're over there working on the softball diamonds. Sure, Alex Beach is working hard. That's going to bring up Tori Ulick here in the top of the third. Tori singled in his first at bat and scored the first run of the game. Takes strike one from Gage Meyer. I'll put my number on the screen here if you want to shoot me a text as well. 1-on-1 to Tori. There's my text number there if you'd like to shoot a text to me. I'll give you a shout out. 701-640-2619 as Ulick takes outside for ball 2, 2-1. Shoot me a text. Tell me where you're watching. I'm sure Jada Blado's got the game on at work. It's a ground ball to the left side. Diving stop, but I think Tori Ulick's going to beat that one out. He does. It's overthrown a little bit, but Tori will stay safe at first. So I'm going to give him an infield hit on that one. That was a tough play there at third base for Baith, and he would have had trouble getting him had he come up with it. He made a nice diving stop on it. But Tori Ulick from the left-hand side made a nice play out of it, and Tori Ulick just got down there in time. That's going to bring up the catcher now, Jackson Fleeflet. Jackson in his first at-bat. Walked in his first at-bat. So, yeah, shoot me a shot out there. I'll give you a holler. As Fleeflet squares, and the runner does not go. And Fleeflet takes strike one. And Fleeflet asks for time and gets it. And we're going to run through the signs one more time. Again, Ulick with good speed, had a stolen base in the first inning and scored. And a pickoff move trying to hold Ulick close. Now Fleeflet steps back in the batter's box. 0-1 from Gage Meyer. Takes inside low for a ball. It's 1-1. And the baseball team here is selling raffle tickets for a pretty cool AR-15. It's painted red, white, and blue, and there goes Ulick. Swung on, fouled out of play, so Ulick will have to go back. It's a pretty cool looking AR-15. Check with one of the baseball players if you want to buy a ticket for that. That'll be given away on the 4th of July. So a red, white, and blue AR-15. Tickets are $20. And you got time here. You got a couple days. That thing will be given away at the 4th of July game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sails outside. It's 2-2. Almost got Fleeflet to chase that one. Again, Tori Ulick over at first base now. Count is even at 2-2 to Jackson Fleeflet. That one sails outside. Now to Fleeflet again. Full count to Jackson. He walked in his first at bat. We'll see if Tori takes off on this one on the 3-2 pitch. Nobody out. It's 2-0 here in the top of the third, and that one's way outside, past the outside batter's box, and Ulick moves to second, and Fleeflet draws his second walk. It's going to bring up the number 4 hitter, Jaden King. He reached on a fielder's choice in his first at bat. So the infield fly rule is in effect, if fair and playable, as my friend Chad would say. Again, the 4th of July game is our next broadcast right here from Vaderstad Stadium at John Randall Field. Now comes up high, just off the shoulder of Jaden King. So if you're unable to make the 4th of July game between post 53 and post 20, tune in right here. We'll have it for you. There's a caught the corner, strike one to Jaden King. 1 ball, 1 strike. See Tori Ulick standing down at second base. Over at first base, Jackson Fleeflet. Ulick 2 for 2 on the day. Jaden King squares, but pitch was outside and high. It's 2-1. Coach Kappas might have had the bunt sign on there if that had been a strike. We'll see what happens with Jaden King right now on the 2-1 pitch. And the pickoff move back to second base, and it goes out into center field. And Tori Ulick's going to scoot over to third very easily. So good heads-up play there by Tori Ulick on the errant throw. So an error goes against Devils Lake on that. So Tori Ulick moves up, and we've got a mound visit here as coaches want to come out and talk to Gage Meyer here. So that mound visit brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Stop and see Dr. Andrea and staff for all your chiropractic needs down on Dakota Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Our Hornstein Family Chiropractic mound visit. As you can see, again with runners now at the corners for Wahpeton, maybe more of a defensive discussion there on the mound with the total infield on a 2-1 pitch here coming from Gage Meyer. And now Ulick over at third. Jackson Fleetfoot still standing over at first. And now catcher Beck comes out and gives his defensive signals. Parker Brodina at first base holding on Jackson Fleetfoot. Swung on and missed. It's strike two. 2-2 now to the cleanup hitter for Wahpeton. So Jaden looking to help his own cause here as he's the pitcher for Wahpeton. And the pitch pulled to the third base side, and there's going to be a play at first base as the run comes across. And Baith over to Parker Brodina. Retires Jaden King, but he does get the RBI as Ulick comes in with the third run of the game here in the third inning. Moving down to second base is Fleetfoot. So that's first out of the inning. Brings up Josiah Hoffman, first baseman. 1-0 to Josiah. Josiah in his first at bat grounded out short to first, and a nice play over there by Palmer. As Josiah takes one at the belt, it's 1-1. That one's just a little too far outside there. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Josiah Hoffman. You see Fleetfoot standing there at second base. And the pitch, again, away and high. It's ball 3, 3-1. Field looks nice. The rain that we had the other night there, about 1.5 inches of rain, sure greened up the field. And Steve Hockert doing a nice job of taking care of the infield. That one's fouled back to the netting. And the count goes full to Josiah Hoffman. Steve Hockert and Bob Hockert there. They're doing a nice job on the field. Got to give Mike Rittenauer a little shout out too. Mike doing a nice job completing the insides of the concession stand. Hoffman takes outside for ball 4 just off the plate. And runners at first and second again for Wahpeton. It's going to bring up Caden Hockert. Caught looking in his first at bat. There's 1 out. And so infield fly rule is still in effect if fair and playable. Hockert steps up to the plate. 2 no-hitters so far this year for Caden on the mound. Outside and away, ball 1. Got some shout-outs here. My phone was buzzing earlier, so we'll go through those in a minute as that one's fouled back to the pads, and it's 1-1 to Caden Hockert. Trayson Kappas chasing that one down behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Caught the corner. Strike 2 to Caden Hockert. 1-2. Jada is watching at work. She's usually on there when she's working during the week like this, so thanks, Jada. Popped up, foul, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes on a Friday afternoon here at John Randall Field, Vaterstad Stadium. 1-2 pitch. Little breaking pitch goes a little bit too far outside there. Gage Meyer goes 2-2 now. So Alex Beach is watching, and he's working in Fargo. So thanks, Alex, for tuning in. There's a drive, and it's caught by Palmer on the line drive, and they double up Fleeflet at second. Everybody was caught off on that line shot by Caden Hockert, and that ends the inning here, stranding 1 for Wahpeton. They've do score 1, though, here in the top of the third, and we'll be right back on Three Borders Sports Network.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru today.
All right, welcome back to Vaterstad Stadium, John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and joining. Jaden King delivers ball 1 to Parker Brodina, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third. I said the bottom of the third. Devils Lake is the home team here for both games today, as it is a scheduled home game for Devils Lake this year, but their field is being tore up, and artificial turf being installed as that one's fouled back to the net. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, I think is what home plate umpire said. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and it's strike 3. So another Carlson Family Insurance strikeout. Stop and see Eric and the crew down on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance strikeout by Jaden King. His 4th one recorded in the 3rd inning. Through 3 innings, I should say. 2 1/3. And that brings up Foston Olsen, the center fielder. Takes ball 1. Nice crowd under the canopy here at John Randall. A nice crowd down the first base line and the third base line as that one sails way outside for Jaden. So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Foston Olsen, the center fielder. A little bit low for ball 3. .79 degrees at game time here at Vaterstad Stadium. Call strike at the letters. It's 3-1. Call strike in the inside corner. It's full count now to Foston Olsen. Full count pitch. Swung on and missed, and another strikeout. So Jaden King right now with 4 strikeouts in a row. He's got 5 on the day, but 4 in a row. And that's another Carlson Family Insurance strikeout. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter now, Trayson Beck, the catcher. 1 run in each inning so far for Wahpeton. They lead 3-0 here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. See Robert Wanick down there in front. You can just see him kneeling there alongside Windy. That's fouled back into the net. And Robert's 30th birthday today. Robert Wanick, happy 30th birthday. Down there taking some pictures. He and Madison Nelson Gear working on the documentary. There's a short pop fly to Caden Kappas at shortstop, and that retires the side. So 3 up, 3 down, and so far a perfect game for Jaden King here through 3 innings. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will have more right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Since the inception of Vaderstad, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. All right, welcome back to Vaderstad Stadium here at the beautiful John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and I'm now joined by none other than the one and only Madison Nelson Gira, former Post 20 player. Maddie, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for having me on today. It's a great day for ball.
You're getting used to wearing that headset now, aren't you, buddy? You got your own little podcast thing going.
Yeah.
How about you? So what's that called? Tell everybody what that is. And we got him a second here before Gavin Schroeder steps up to the plate.
Definitely, it's called the Home Run Porch. You can find it anywhere where you have your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, wherever. We are interviewing, a lot of different people throughout the community, whether that be Wahpeton, Fargo, lots of local players on the podcast as well.
Very cool. Yeah, I've listened to a few. I can't say I've listened to them all, Maddie, but I've listened to a few here as Gavin Schroeder takes high for a ball.
Well, we recorded last night, and basically the theme of last night was how bad the Twins are doing.
And still up toward first place.
Yeah.
It's how
There's
can
always
that
a
happen?
silver lining. Right?
There's always a silver lining here. I got to change my inning here, Maddie, as we go to the top of the fourth now here. Wahpeton with a 3-0 lead.
I keep forgetting they're the away team for this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to remind the folks at home too the same thing. That
we didn't get it wrong. Don't worry.
Yep, it's correct on the scoreboard. It's the top of the fourth, and Wahpeton is the visiting team here as Devils Lake is putting in turf. Devils Lake has got a special place in your heart too, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Huh?
Had my game of my life there.
That's your Post 20 player?
Yep.
You popped a home run.
Popped a home run. I think I had a double and like 4 RBIs. It was definitely a night I will always remember.
Yep. Speaking of that, it's a pop up to the right field side. Schneider coming in, but going back at second base and making the catch is Swanson to retire Gavin Schroeder. So yeah, you had a good time up there at Devils Lake.
Talking about how important and how much this game means to me. I remember coming home from that night. It was quite an electric ride home on the bus.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet the boys were having a good time with you as Riley Timian steps up.
My parents left me a little note, and they were asleep, and they left me a note on my door that said, "What an amazing game. We're so proud of you," and I still have that note today.
That's pretty cool. Good for you, man. They were up there, weren't they? Yep. Weren't they up? I thought they were up there because they were wondering if I had the picture.
Game. They don't miss a game.
Yeah. They were up there, but again, it was an amazing night for you, so congratulations. There's a little line drive and a nice catch over there by Palmer at short, drifting off to his right and making the catch
We got a good ball game on our hands here, Joe.
We do, yeah.
Talk about two good teams, right now kind of somewhat, even. You're not going to see a blowout with these two teams.
No, I don't think so either. Jaden King, and I probably jinxed him here, but I said that he's 9 through 9 here, and I probably jinxed it here. Jack Rittenauer pulls that one down the third base line for a base hit. Jack rounds first, but keeps the inning alive here with a nice ground ball first base hit down the third base line, Matty.
That's a good piece of hitting right there, just out of the reach of the third baseman's glove there. And, I think Chris Campus would like to see a couple more hits like that.
Yeah. It's going to bring up Caden Campus. He's due for post 20. He's 0 for 2, popped out twice. As there goes Jack with some speed and the wild pitch, and he's going to take a big turn at second, and down to third he's going to go, and no throw is going to be made as Rittenauer was going with the pitch, and it was a wild pitch, went all the way back to the pads, Matty, and he got into third base easily.
That's what can happen when you got a team as fast as post 20 is that you got to worry about that happening almost every time you get the ball in the backstop. You can move up 1-2 bases. See if they can capitalize here.
Exactly. There's a pop fly out of play. And with the speed with Jack Rittenauer, and again, with the base hit that he had, he's just like a leadoff hitter in the number 9 spot. So that's why he's there, because he's got the speed. And Caden Campus is going to chase him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now to the leadoff hitter, Caden Campus. Got the corner for strike 2. 1 and 2 now to Caden. And I want to talk to you about the documentary here, Matty, but I might just wait here. We'll see what happens with this.
I got an afternoon here, so I got no.
You're gonna be here the second game too.
Yeah.
There's a little chopper, a high chopper down the third base line, and it's gonna go foul.
John Randall Hop did not help him there.
No, that one was pulled. Field looks good.
It looks great. I was just going to say that, it's getting greener. And luckily we had that rain, that rain that we did last week.
Yep.
Really, especially, everywhere throughout the valley, I think really needed just a drink.
Yep, it's for sure. And I had almost 2 inches in my gauge through that whole rainy spell, and swing and a miss there by Caden Campus.
Right there.
And he is retired. And that will strand Jack Rittenauer over at third base, but we're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we will have the bottom of the 4th along with more of Madison Nelson Gira right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Studio 22 Designs, located at 904 16th Avenue North in Wahpeton, offering boutique retail and custom photography, specializing in senior sessions, newborn, children, family, and professional headshots. With over 10 years of professional photography experience, Studio 22 Designs provides high-quality, creative photography that you will cherish for years to come. Studio 22 Designs boutique retail and custom photography. Book your session today, 701-430-1024.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 4th here on Three Borders Sports Network, and we're leading off with the leadoff hitter. I turned the wrong one down there, Matty. And Caleb Schneider popped out to center in his first at bat here. And Jaden King delivers a little breaking pitch there, 0-1.
Jaden King is he's gonna pitch somewhere.
He will. He's
successful.
He's just a junior. And there's another fly ball to center. Again, Ulick drifting over to his left and makes the snag for the first out of the inning here. Bottom of the 1st.
He's got a nice fastball changeup combo, and I think if he just works on maybe a third pitch, he's going to be very good at the next level.
Yeah, he's played with these guys, these 8 seniors. He's played with these guys. He's played always up with these guys. There's another pop fly to the first base side in foul territory. Hoffman giving chase. Out of our camera angle, a nice catch over there by Hoffman. And a couple of pitches here and a couple of outs for Jaden King, Matty.
That's good catch number 2 on the day for Josiah
It
Hoffman.
is.
I think he was right up by the fence that last couple of innings ago. And, man, you're right. Jaden might need one more pitch to get out of here. That's nice for a pitch count.
Yeah, it is. As you would expect the leadoff hitter, Bo Bordina, or the next hitter, Bo Bordina, to take a few pitches again to give his pitcher a little bit of a rest. That's usually what happens if the first two swing and make outs right away. Usually you want the next guy, the third guy, to take a pitch, but he grounds one over to second. Rittenauer snags it low, makes the turn and the catch. And a nice throw over to first and Hoffman. And again, I think 3 pitches, 3 outs for post 20, Matty.
How about that?
Can you stay again?
Yeah, let's keep it going.
All right, we're going to go to the top of the 5th here next in Three Borders Sports Network. Again on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton 3, Devils Lake 0 back after this.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Thanks to Red River Communications, cable channel 28, and also thanks to Digital Guru for these camera shots that you're seeing here at John Randall Field. Want to thank them for our camera angles here. And you've got the one here behind home plate here right down in front of the press box, and then you've got the other angle out in center field, brought to you by Digital Guru, downtown Wahpeton. Want to thank them for doing that. All right, Maddie.
No one else has the production value of Three Borders Sports Network. Wow. No one else in this arena has over the center field cam. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
We do it in Breckenridge now, too, as well. And
it's next level. It brings the production up.
We want to, as Tori Ulick comes up to the plate here now in the top of the 5th, I got to change my inning, too. And Tori so far 2 for 2. Yeah, we'd like to get some over the dugout so you could see the hitters at the plate as well, Maddie. That's what we did that during the tournament last year.
If you can get it out to center field, dugouts is just, a matter of time, just throw those up and you'll have a nice side angle of the batter.
Yeah, mom and dad can see their son at the plate. And that's a pop fly out to left field, and the catch made out there by Bo Brodina retires Tori Ulick for the first time all day.
Can I just say here, Joe?
Yeah.
With this documentary that Robert Wanick and I are producing.
And happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday, the big 3-0.
Yep.
Doesn't look a day over 26.
Doesn't he, though?
Want to thank you guys, Three Border Sports Network, for being the first sponsors hopping up on
You're
us, so
welcome.
we can, support, Robert and I as we travel around and do an awesome documentary that's never before seen, around here before. So
it's we appreciate you mentioning Three Border Sports, and we were proud to jump on board right away and be a part of this production as Fleeflet grounds it over to first. Nice play over there by Parker Brodina. Gage Meyer covering. I think Jackson thought he had a base hit there.
I think he did. And, man, it just seems like this game is flying along here.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up Jaden King, the pitcher here. Jaden, so far today, Maddie has reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out 0 for 2 on the day.
And pitched a heck of a game.
Pitched a heck of a game so far, yep. The documentary, Maddie, let's talk about that a little bit more. You and Robert have been working on this thing all season long, and you're getting a lot of great film and a lot of great pictures, still pictures. Just talk about it, where this all concept came from and how it all decided to come about.
Definitely. It's basically the brainchild of Robert and I. And I want to put more of the brain power into Robert's corner, because he's the one who said, hey, I think if we team up, we could do something here. And so he did, and the ideas just started flowing. We had a first meeting, and And the ideas just flew, and we're like, can we just do this? Can we just? And he's like, yeah, let's just do it. And so we're like, okay, how do we get the ball moving in it? And lots of
popped up to the right field side. Schneider coming in, makes a diving catch out in right field for the retirement of Wahpeton here. We'll just keep it here,
we'll
Maddie.
Be right back, right?
You want to take a quick break? We'll take a 30-second break.
No, if you want to keep it here, we can.
We'll take a 30-second break here. Let me reset everything, and we'll get going here again. Side is retired in order here in the top of the fifth, and we'll be right back with more with Madison Nelson Gear right after this on Three Borders Sports Network. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
All right, back here on Three Borders Sports Network. We just took a 30-second break so we can spend some time talking some documentary here with Madison Nelson Gira. Robert Wanick putting together a documentary, and there's a lot of history at not only John Randall Field but with Post 20 and the history here that Coach Kappas has had, and of course Coach McNary as well had a state championship with some of these guys. But again, just taking a look at the history here at John Randall. We talked about it in a little bit of the interviews that you did, but it's just a beautiful place to play baseball.
It sure is, and that's the whole reason why we started this. And like you said, we've sat down with some interviews. We've been lucky enough to interview Chris Kappas, very own Joe Schreiner.
Parker Swanson at the plate here to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Go ahead, bud.
And then, we're planning some more interviews, too. We're planning to get Jeremy Bonchis, Preston
JB.
Kath, and kind of a couple people, Tyler Grip from that 2012 team, that very successful 2012 team. So that's kind of what we have, what's coming up here soon. Also, of course, the one thing I want to say is kind of going to be the main almost focus right now is July 4th. And
How about
that's
that?
That's next week already.
That's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday. And so we're hoping that we're gonna kind of have everything riding on July 4th, because it's such a huge production and a community event that everyone's going to be out here. And I can say right now we will have another flyover.
Okay.
Say that right now?
Yep, you can say that. I wasn't going to say it earlier, but if you want to say it, I'll let you say it, because you're helping arrange that one. Yeah.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
So come on out for that.
That's going to be cool. After the national anthem, the flyover, and it's goosebumps, folks. It's goosebumps.
It really is. And
count goes 2-2.
Some people, call it the sound of freedom when that warbird goes
How about
over.
that? Yeah.
And so it's just some awesome stuff. Man, King is working real fast here, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, isn't he? 2-2. High and away, ball 3, and the count goes full now to the hitter, Parker Swanson. Yeah, it's going to be – you've told me some of the things that you guys want to do for your documentary on the 4th of July, and it is going to be awesome.
You got – everyone's just –
popped up. And Schroeder coming over in right field, and he'll call off Ulick coming over as well, but Schroeder makes the catch in right field for the first out.
I want to tell people just to come – just to experience the July 4th game.
Absolutely.
Not only, even if you don't like baseball, come on out. The fireworks are the experience.
Yep.
The fireworks are just, you're not going to see a better show of fireworks. And they do it every year. They do it great. So just come out if you want, to see some baseball, fireworks, There's just so much going on here in Wahpeton, and then it's just kind of the icing on the cake.
Mason Palmer at the plate, and it's 0-1 to him as King delivers outside corner. It's 1-1. Yeah, it's as a baseball fan, which you and I both are, just pure baseball. That one's low, 2-1. Just the experience, and it's almost like a baseball atmosphere. You've almost got the Red Hawk feel to it, know, where you've got people down the first base side, down the third base side. The grandstand is full, and it's just an awesome experience for a baseball evening. as Breckenridge will come to town here, and it goes 3-1 now.
Should be a good game as well. Two good,
Yeah.
good teams, and should be a draw for, this whole community down here.
3-1 pitch.
Ooh.
And there's the first runner for Devil's Lake here in the bottom of the 5th. And I can say it now, the perfect game is gone. Right?
We do, yeah, yep. It's fair to say now.
I didn't.
No,
Okay.
it's fair to say now, and but there is still one more thing out there, though.
Yeah, no, we're not going to say that. Simon Beach, the designated hitter, steps up to the plate. Simon with a lot of family watching and here in attendance as well. Takes the inside corner for strike 1.
Everyone knows a Beach around here, don't they?
Everybody knows a Beach. Everybody knows Alex. He's watching up in Fargo. He says he's working.
Oh.
That's what he says.
Friday.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm working right now, too.
I know you are, and I'm taking your time here. Let's see here. Again, 0-2 as Beach takes a timeout, steps out. Grandpa's watching on Three Borders Sports Network from Rutland, South Dakota. Grandpa Graff down in Rutland, tuned in.
Oh, my.
Liz Romaine, as she's heading back from Fargo, and that.
There's a swinging strike 3 there for King.
So
Number
Beach
what
is
on the
retired.
day, do you know?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the day for Jaden King.
All right.
Liz Romaine, thanks for tuning in and watching Three Borders Sports Network. Chad Affield, he's getting the softball fields ready and listening over there as well. It's maybe watching when he gets a chance.
He might be the busiest guy in the Twin Towns.
Strike 1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Parker Brodina, the first baseman. Standing over at first base is Mason Palmer. Again, the documentary, Maddie, time frame. What are you guys anticipating for a time frame release? I know it's going to take a little while to finish, put the finished product together.
That has been some of the highest topic on our.
I know, a lot of people asking me, too.
Robert and I's conversations recently, actually, and
Swung on, a little blooper to Jack Rittenauer at second base, and he'll retire Parker Brodina on the little pop fly.
We're hoping, Joe, for around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Around that time, not on Thanksgiving obviously, but around that time, November-ish, is when we're gonna have, and we'd like to announce as well. Not officially, but NDSCS has said they would love to be a partner in putting this on, and we're just going to make it some sort of a premiere event. What
That's going to be fun.
What I want to do, and I was going to ask you about this. I guess I can just ask you right now. Is,
Put me on the spot, huh?
Robert and I were thinking maybe have a little probably like 15-minute Q&A before.
Yeah.
Talk about how this happened. Talk about kind of our experiences throughout the thing. Robert was just traveled all the way to Omaha with the team a couple weeks ago. Have you kind of MC the event, and then after that here's the documentary, let's all watch. It's a community event, and I really think I've gotten a lot of support from not only people down here. I've gotten talk even in Fargo, like, what is that? What is that you're doing? Oh my gosh, that's interesting. So we want to make it an event where people can show up. The guys can show up like it's a red carpet event. The players dressed to the nines, you know what I mean? Have a good night and see themselves on the big screen.
I think that's a great idea, and I'm honored you asked. And you kind of made a mention of it the other night, and I appreciate it. And I haven't told anybody, but if that's what happens, I promise I won't cry.
I'll tell you what, there is some very compelling, stories here in this documentary. People have been around Wahpeton and Post 20 for so long that, it's been a part of their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lots of people, and you say the campuses, all the names, you know what I mean? Bonchus and, don't want to forget anyone, especially, but also, like, we also want to dive into that since Chris was a coach during that 2012 team, it was so important, that was kind of when I was a kid, that was kind of the team that I kind of looked up to, you know what I mean? And we want to tell a little bit of that story too.
Yeah. See, we've got a new pitcher here, Maddie. Hang on a second here. We've got a new pitcher here for Devil's Lake here. Parker Swanson comes up to the hill, but I don't know where the other defensive changes went. Swanson came in from second base, so I got to see if I can find a number.
You just got to find the big hair.
Just hit the stop there. As Hoffman pops one up to the third base side, catch there made by Baith. So Josiah Hoffman.
I was just going to mention how
go ahead,
Josiah was having a hot bat recently. But I mean, I think it'd be good for post 20 to get maybe 2 at least, maybe 3 more on the board, just to give a little breathing room for King and let him just do his thing out there in the top half.
Again, we're in the top of the 6th here. Wahpeton is the visiting. Wahpeton is the visiting team here as Hoffman pops out to Baith at third base. I believe he's still there, and then Hawkert now.
Let me ask you, Joe, have you ever heard of someone throwing 2 no-hitters in a row?
No.
Isn't that insane
how
he did that this year?
Yep.
Let alone 1 no-hitter for a pitcher. And then 2 in a row. Hawkert has just been really good this season.
It's 1-1 now to Hawkert. And that one again popped up to the left side.
Chris seems visibly angry.
Pop.
I know Robert and I have been diving in through our footage here so far in this season, and there's been a few expletives, if you would say, coming out of Chris's mouth at some point. So we'll have to employ the old beep tool.
Yeah,
so
I saw one of those clips. Robert shared one of those with me, and it was an interesting. As Schroeder steps up to the plate now, and that one's popped back into the safety netting.
I'm gonna say right now that Schroeder has the most interesting batting stance of all post-20 players.
And his pitching delivery.
Yes.
His pitching delivery as well.
Yes, it's something, he holds that bat high, and then it comes low as the pitch is delivered.
There's a ground ball to short, picked up by Palmer, and that retires the side. Excuse me, I think that was Baith there that did that, so no runs, no hits. Maddie, you got to take a break here, and we'll come back. We'll chat a little more if you've got time.
I'm here.
All right, man. We'll be right back.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent. What are you invested in? Thrive with purpose.
Welcome back to Vaterstad Stadium here at John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and joining me here in the booth since the third inning, and we thought we'd maybe have it covered a little quicker than this, but Maddie Nelson-Gira, thanks again for joining me up here, Matt.
It's good to be here.
Good friend and very well thought of in the industry here as your career is expanding with KFGO and other things
Appreciate
that you're doing.
That.
So.
Yeah, having a lot of fun, especially this summer, telling the story of this team.
Yeah, so again, the documentary, we're looking for sometime in November.
Yeah.
And hopefully
we can say it will be on a weekend, a Saturday for sure.
Because the college, some of these guys are going off to college.
Yep, and it's, fall is just a busy time for, kids, and whether they be college or high school. So we can say for sure it will be on a Saturday. So
Foston Olsen at the plate, 2-2. So it will be a Saturday, so that's a good thing. And again, it's going to be quite the event, folks, and it's fouled away there and out of play. And I know Robert's traveled down to Omaha, and he's been with the guys a lot, and he was up here during one of the half innings and said that, and I didn't know this, that they don't want him in the home dugout here at John Randall.
No.
It's just kind of a superstition thing, and strike three there as Olsen is retired. They're going to bring up Trayson Beck.
Baseball is such a superstitious sport, so, I bet even if Chris's mother was down there, he wouldn't let her in. But you got to respect, such a weird,
Yeah.
The sport is so interesting, and everyone has their little quirks and things, and how they get ready for the game. Some guys that used to play with, they would have headphones in, listening to their own playlist, and it kind of trying to relax themselves. Some people were good with talking to all the guys and kind of being loose. So it's really different. And Chris runs a good ship over here.
Yep, there's a call in the corner. It's 1-2. Yeah, did you have any special things you did before a game? Did you have any quirks? That's popped up here in the deep infield. Nope, excuse me. Ulick drifts over and makes the catch in deep second base there, so Ulick gets the out on the pop fly.
I didn't really have too many, interesting quirks. I like to, since I played first for the most part, I like to do like 20 scoops before a game just to kind of get in the or if we were on the field before, I'd make sure I'd, go around to first to see how the dirt was and stuff.
Yeah, yep.
With John Randall, you really don't really know where the ball – it really could go anywhere. And you just always had to be ready for a weird bounce and stuff. And, I mean, with the teams that we played with, I don't want to say any names, but if someone's name is like Bo Gillis or something like that, I could always count on him throwing it probably in the dirt. So I had to save his butt a few times. But
we can say that about Bo. And the count goes 3 balls, no strikes to Caleb Schneider.
But, yeah, I really cherish my time playing for Post 20, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
God, he's living on that corner there, Joe.
3-1. Again, we're looking forward to the documentary coming out, and a lot of great interviews, a lot of Cups up high and tight, and the second walk issued there by Jaden King to Caleb Schneider. He'll go to first base with 2 outs and brings up Jackson Baith. Yeah, it's fun to pick on those guys, but it's still fun to see those guys. You mentioned some of the guys from the 2012 championship team you'll be interviewing, with JB and Preston and that crew. We had their 10-year anniversary last year here at the 4th of July. It was a great time. Tyler Grip and it was a good time. Good to see those guys. Good to see all the Post 20 guys as close as I've followed up here in the PA. PA and now play-by-play here for Three Borders.
Even just the guys I played with, like Nate Albright, saw my parents in the at the grocery store or something. He's always saying hi. We were a tight knit kind of group.
You guys were 2-1 to Baith.
And it's just we made memories, and it's something we can talk about for years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Remembering those days.
There's a mound visit here. Your mound visit brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Stop and see Dr. Andrea and their staff for all your chiropractic needs in downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue. As Steve Hockert wants to come out and settle Jaden King down a little bit, say you got a 3-0 lead, just throw strikes, let your defense work.
Definitely, and Jaden has really proven himself to Chris trusts him in these big spots, in these big games, and doesn't have to go out there and remind him what he needs to get done. He just does it.
And there's the pitch, and that one's low, and the throw down to second, a little late, and I think he slid underneath it there. Kappas had to take a high throw from Fleeflet. It was a delayed steal there, kind of on the drop ball, and Schneider went down to second base, and I think he got a face full of dust.
Devil's Lake kind of giving Post 20 their own treatment there.
There you go, a little speed there for Schneider. Shook himself up there a little bit.
Yeah, that's a close play right there. If Fleeflet's throws a little bit, straighter and not tailing off there, I think they have a shot to get him.
3-1 now to the number 2 hitter, Baith. Takes inside, ball 4. So Schneider still at second base. An interesting view out there in left center there, Matty. We got a pickup and a skid steer out there on the dike, if you can see it on your big screen at home.
Looks like they're working hard, the city or something.
Yeah.
Working hard out there.
Something going on out there.
Well, I think with 2 outs here, Chris is going to make sure that we're
Bo
going to let
Brodina
King finish here. And hopefully get this last out.
So Bo Brodina at the plate for Devil's Lake now. Again, they trail here 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. There's a little drive, but Jack Rittenauer right there hit the right spot after a couple of walks. Devil's Lake is retired on the line drive out after 2 walks issued by Jaden King here in the bottom of the 6th. Matty, I'm going to take one more break, and then we'll come back and hold it. Unless you got to go, man.
Nope, I'm here.
All right, we're going to keep you here for one more time. We'll be right back after this on Three Borders Sports Network on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton 3, Devils Lake 0. We're going to the 7.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Line Drive Hitting is owned and operated by longtime baseball coach Kelly McNary. Coach McNary has more than 40 years of experience coaching baseball. If you're looking to find professional assistance for your child to help improve baseball or softball skills, contact Coach McNary. Call, text, or email Coach McNary for more information. 701-403-0841. 701-403-0841. Or kgmcnary@wah.midco.net.
KG McNary.
Yeah.
You're a former coach.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of good times with Kelly.
Played for Post 20, and Kelly McNary coached a couple of years there as Coach Kappas took a little leave there and went down and coached Caden and these guys down in the Cal Ripken days and Babe Ruth days and brought them up through.
Some of the good times with Coach McNary we went to a Williston tournament and
oh, sure.
They had a fungo competition, and God, he wiped the floor with some of those coaches. Kelly could put a fungo ball wherever he wanted. Always the best at that.
Ben
That's
Larson.
an underrated skill, by the way.
Yes,
an
it
underrated
is.
Skill.
And I think that would have been fun as Riley Timian steps up. He'll pop one off to the first base side in foul territory, and nobody can get to it in time. Ben Larson goes to second base for Devils Lake. As we picked up his number here in between the innings. So Ben Larson goes into second base. As again, the pitcher is now Swanson. And Riley Timian 0-1. Yeah, so if you're looking to possibly be a sponsor for the documentary, Maddie is a one-hopper down to third base. Baith picks it up over to first, and Timian's retired. So if you want to be a sponsor there, Maddie, how did they do that there on the documentary?
We already have some great sponsors, but we love any and all if you want to hop on. And there's lots of perks to it. We have many packages. You can be, there's packages from lots of things to a small amount of things, lots of social posts and tagging your business in our previews and our trailers and ground ball here to third base for Rittenauer. He's out.
And Rittenauer retired on the ground ball to Baith at third again, so 2 plays there and a couple of pitches.
But anyways, hop over. You can get in touch with Robert Wanek at Daily News. You can give him a call or his email. You can find all of his contact information, on the WahpetonDailyNews.com, any of their social platforms or anything at all. So reach out to Robert. We'd love to have you as a sponsor for this documentary.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool deal, folks. Again, you'll get mentioned on their social media several times, and again, it's a great event. You'll be recognized in many things. There's a ground ball to short. Palmer picks it up and gets Kappas. Another 1-2-3 inning here.
How about it?
As we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Maddie, you're speeding up the game here when you got in here. Can you stay as we go into America's national anthem here, America's other national anthem, or baseball's national anthem here, as we have the 7th inning stretch? We'll be right back.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Casasa account and start earning your money back today.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to Vaterstad Stadium here at John Randall Field. Joe Schreiner, and I'm joined in the booth here by none other than Maddie Nelson-Gira. Madison Nelson-Gira here joining me, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th here already, buddy.
It's been a good game, a quick game.
Quick game for sure, and Devils Lake has retired. That was a pop foul there out of play, and 1, 2, 3. Devils Lake has retired 10 in a row here for Swanson and Meyer. There's a drive to, there's the first hit of the game. So the no-hitter is broke up, Madison. And so that part of the jinx on a base hit there by Swanson.
Isn't that always how it goes, Joe?
Yep. Bottom of the 7th, they get a single. So
Yep.
Mason Palmer walked in his last at bat.
With there was a perfect game the other night in the MLB, and it's just crazy how everything lines up for those nights.
Yep. That was by Herman or somebody, wasn't it? From
Don't get me into that, Joe.
Wasn't he thrown out for a substance, something or other, a few games ago?
Yeah, he's a Yankees pitcher who was busted twice this
Is it
year
twice?
for using sticky and got suspended one time. So couldn't happen to a nicer guy. In my opinion. That's all I'll say.
I guess. That's funny. 0-1 now to the hitter, Mason Palmer, the shortstop. And he walked in his last at bat. Kings comes up a little bit high.
I will say it is a spectacle no matter who's doing it. And it's,
True.
I mean, I would love to be in attendance for any perfect game, but just a few things that maybe not the most.
Call it the letters, 1 and 2.
This is still a 3-0 game. Devils Lake could.
The tying runs on deck.
Exactly.
And due up is after Palmer is Beach. High and away, 2 and 2. So you don't want to see a walk or anything else given up here. For Wahpeton, you want to see at least the lead out. Get the first out. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up, deep short and shallow center. And Ulick comes in, tries to make a diving catch. And it's going to fall in for a base hit.
You're right. It looks like he had a beat on it. I think it went right underneath his glove out there while he was trying to make his dive. And luckily, base runner didn't really realize he was not making that catch. Only could move up one base.
Yep. So now here comes Simon Beach. He struck out twice, but runners now at first and second for Devils Lake. Nobody out. Infield fly rule in effect. Swung on and missed, as my good buddy Chad Affield would say, if fair and playable. Chad said
Beach has had a rough day at the plate, but I'm sure a good hit here would remedy that.
Swung and missed, strike 2. So Chad said that he might see if he can get over here for game 2 and join me for a little bit.
Good.
So
outside corner right here.
There it was. Maddie Nelson-Gira with the call, and that's a Carlson Family Insurance strikeout.
Needed that one.
He sure did. Now runners at first and second. Coming up to the plate is Parker Brodina, another Carlson Family Insurance strikeout there.
Really nice crowd out here today, too, Joe, on a Friday afternoon.
Strikeout number 8.
Why not ditch work for some baseball?
Why not?
Come on down.
And again, the 4th of July game. Again, it's going to be a special night here. Bigger the crowd, the better, the more fun.
Now, what time do festivities start on?
Well, we're going to start the pregame festivities probably around 7:40-ish.
Okay.
We've got a couple of ceremonial first pitches we're going to do, and, of course, some folks to recognize. And then starting lineups and national anthem, saying, I believe Addie Dodge is going to come in and sing the national anthem for us. So the Dodge girls always do a nice job. And then you brought it here first, man. And there's a ground ball to Kappas at short. It's a slow roller. Going to be a tough play. Caden over to first with the stretch. And they say he's safe at first base. Hoffman made a nice stretch over there, Matty, but they didn't quite get it. So an infield hit.
Joe, that's a tough play. Number 1 on Kappas. That ball is barely touched, and he's got to charge down and make a good throw. And he made a good throw. And, Hoffman with a stretch. And that's a tough call for an umpire, too.
Parker Brodina hustling down the line. It's going to bring up Foston Olsen with bases loaded now. And the corners are in for Wahpeton. The middle infielder's back at normal depth,
King
as
has
Coach
had
Kappas wants to come out and talk to his pitcher here. So go ahead, Matty.
I was
Go
just
ahead.
going to say King is having such a good game that, but I would think about maybe making a move right here, I think.
He might bring in Caden here, Kappas, to see if he can get something changed. As this mound visit brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic in downtown Wahpeton. It looks like Jaden gave up the ball, and I think he gave it over to Caden Kappas.
I mean, still a great game for Jaden there. Just lost it there a little bit at the end, but
yep.
I mean, it's really hard to throw 7 good innings, you know, even in the MLB.
Yep.
You know, that doesn't happen in the MLB, so nothing to be ashamed of there for Jaden King. Great outing for him, and he'll probably head out to outfield somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's going to go out to left field there, bud. That'd be my guess. And then because he was listed as the designated hitter as well. Okay. So, nope, looks like he might move to right, and then Schroeder will go over to left. Jaden usually accustomed to playing right field, so I think he'll move over there.
It seems Kappas has been their kind of lockdown guy if they want to get a save recently, and you know, we're looking him to get a couple outs. You know, bases are loaded, but you know, any bag here, he could turn a double play and could end this game for post 20. But then again, on the Devil's Lake side, you know, you're a base hit away from, you know, pretty much really getting back in this game with only 1 out.
And Devil's Lake due up for them again. Faustin Olson and then Trayson Beck due up the 8-9 hitters. So this is where you want to make it happen there, Matty. Am I right there, or did Faustin Olson? Where we got? Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. Yep. So we're right. I was looking on my book over there, and I looked over the on deck circle, and I saw Trayson Beck there, but then Olson is up by the plate there.
So Joe, tell me a little. Name one of your favorite John Randall memories.
Oh, man,
I know there's been so many with you.
I still got to go back to that 2012 Central Plains victory. You know, they won a state championship here. So many memories here, but the 2012 Central Plains championship that we won here was quite a memory.
It was.
And it was, you know, I was PA at the time. I was doing Mike Rittenauer's job, and I played Celebrate by Cool and the Gang, you know, after that, and they're out there taking pictures, and it still is in my mind. Yeah. It's still right there.
That's the win song too. I remember that from when I was playing. You would play that every home win.
Yep. And it was just a special time there. All right, here we go. Bases loaded. Caden Kappas on the hill. Schroeder goes to left. King to right. And call strike at the knees there. Again, it's Faustin Olson facing Caden Kappas.
Now, if I'm Caden, I'm just pumping fastballs down there. But if I'm the Devil's Lake hitter right here, I'd try to get something on the bat early here in the count.
Fouled away. Look out over in the dugout there. That one bounced over into the dugout. And,
that hit some heads in the old dugout days.
It would have.
Bounced around. And
I remember Sawyer Mulmy used to, I think he got hit in the knee, same knee twice in, I think, consecutive games.
Jeez.
Sitting on the bench. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caught the corner, strike 3. And Kappas gets Faustin Olson caught looking, and that's a Carlson Family Insurance strikeout for number 2.
That is an excellent spot there, right on the outside corner.
Yep. He's been calling it all day.
Yep, had him guessing.
So the number 9 hitter now, Trayson Beck. Leadoff hitter on deck is Caleb Schneider.
You got to go after this first pitch if I'm
do.
the batter, that's for sure.
Just off the plate, ball 1. Kappas just tried to nibble that outside corner again, Matty.
That's smart of him.
We'll see.
I don't think he's thrown an off-speed pitch yet, and
I don't think he has either.
I don't think he needs to, really.
Timeout is called at the plate. Timeout is granted. You can stay with us here for the OSPTI postgame show. Matty will join me on the postgame show. Then he's going to head down to the field and take some more film and pictures.
Yep.
1-0. Low for ball 2. No room at the end. The dance floor is full.
That's true.
Got anybody mic'd up today?
We had Chris earlier.
Did you?
I think Robert actually mic'd up a few people in the stands as well.
Oh, wow. There's a ground ball up the middle. Hockert at short. He's going to jump over to second base and take the unassisted out at second base. So the shutout is complete. The perfect game went away, but the no-hitter And the no-hitter
Combined
was taken away.
Oh, yeah,
I think
you're
there was
right.
one.
Yep,
Yep. So that's going to wrap it up here at John Randall Field for game number 1. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the OSPTI post-game show. Again, your final score, Wahpeton 3, Devil's Lake 0. Back after this. We'll be right back after these breaks.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seating and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Your business depends on technology. Digital Guru provides professional IT solutions you can trust to keep it moving forward. From redesigning existing systems to brand new builds, we offer your business managed IT services, including backups, cybersecurity, cloud services, remote desk support, and more. And don't forget, we also provide audio, video, security camera, and door access control installation. Focus on what you do best and leave the technology to the professionals. Contact Digital Guru.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we take great pride in delivering the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers come first. Know what you want and it's not on our lot? Let Smith Motors find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Studio 22 Designs, located at 904 16th Avenue North in Wahpeton, offering boutique retail and custom photography, specializing in senior sessions, newborn, children, family, and professional headshots. With over 10 years of professional photography experience, Studio 22 Designs provides high-quality, creative photography that you will cherish for years to come. Studio 22 Designs boutique retail and custom photography. Book your session today, 701-430-1024.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
All right, welcome back to Vaderstad Stadium here at John Randall Field and Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and I was joined in the booth here for the last couple, 3-4 innings was Madison Nelson Gira. Thank you, Maddie, for joining me, and welcome again, everybody, to our postgame show brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and in Breckenridge, our postgame sponsor. And we appreciate them doing that and hanging with us there since the beginning. So thanks to OSPTI. Maddie, again, a good game here. We saw Jaden King get 8 strikeouts. Got in a little bit of trouble, gave up his first hits of the game here and in the 7th inning. And the final line score, again, reflects what happened here. Wahpeton, a quick game in an hour and 33 minutes. Wahpeton 3 runs, 4 hits. They had no errors and left 4 on base. Devils Lake 0 runs, 3 hits here, and all in the 7th inning. They committed 1 error and left 4 on base in a game that only took an hour and 33 minutes. So a quick game and an efficient game for Jaden King gets the win, and Caden Kappas with the save.
Sometimes you lose the thought of, Jaden King, maybe having an ending he didn't want in this game, but overall he pitched a fantastic game. I'm sure he wanted to finish. Caden Kappas came on and finished it off on the Devils Lake side. I think they, they hung around. They did it. They really did a good job at, limiting the damage by Wahpeton post 20, and then tried to make it a great game there in the last inning. And but overall, a great game both sides.
Yeah, and Jaden King had a perfect game going in through 4 2/3 of an inning. Or 4 1/3, I guess it was, and then he gave up the walk, but then got a strikeout and a pop-out after that. So he lost the perfect game in the 5th inning after 4 1/3, and then gave up the no-hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. So Again, I finished with 8 Carlson Family Insurance strikeouts, so Jaden King with a good day on the hill.
Definitely. And I think that's, it's been what Jaden King has done all season long.
Yep.
So.
All right, Maddie, my friend, we're going to take a break here, and I'm going to come back with game number 2. But again, the documentary, you guys are doing a great job.
One last plug.
Go ahead. Let's go. That's what I wanted you to do.
If you want to sponsor this film, we've got a lot of great sponsors already. For a sponsorship, you don't have to, give so much. Even just a little bit helps. We have many sponsorship programs right now. You want to go to WahpetonDailyNews.com or reach out to Robert Wanick. Follow Robert Wanick on Facebook. Follow me, Madison Nelson Gura, on Facebook. Also, if you want some teasers and some video and follow us throughout the season, you can follow Robert and I on Instagram.
Yeah.
Robert is Robert Wanick Sports. You follow him on Instagram, and me is Madison NG Photo. You follow us, and lots of cool stuff going up on our Instagram.
I got to do that. I haven't done that yet.
Joe, let's make you an Instagram. How about that?
I think I'm on there somewhere, but I just don't know where yet.
You've lost track of yourself.
I think so. I don't know where I am.
But yeah,
anymore.
so just, reach out to Wahpeton Daily News. We'd love to have you as a sponsor.
I don't even tweet. I tweet. I got a Twitter account, but I don't think I've ever tweeted. No,
okay.
No, I'm not.
Maybe that's okay.
I'm not that kind of guy, I guess. But
yeah, I'm excited for this product. Big night coming up with July 4th. Come on out.
Come on out and be there and be a part of it.
Featured in the film. There you go. If you ever wanted to be in the documentary short film, now's your time.
And stay tuned, everybody. We're going to give you as many updates as we can, as we're allowed to, between Madison and Robert and Three Borders Sports Network. Again, it's a pleasure to be a part of it, Maddie. Again,
one
thank
more
you very
thing
much.
For you. I want to say I appreciate you guys. After our premiere, we're proud, very proud, that this documentary will live at Three Borders YouTube channel. So there you go. It's going to be living there. So if you ever, in the future, you're going to go to Three Borders and you're going to see this documentary.
There you go, folks. Now you heard it. There it is, the official word. We appreciate it very much, Maddie and Robert, and that's going to be a very, very cool thing. It'll be on Three Borders Sports forever, and we're proud to be a part of it.
We're proud, man. We're happy.
It's very cool. All right, your final score here, game number 1, Wahpeton 3, Devil's Lake 0. Again, on your OSPTI postgame show for Madison Nelson Gura, Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner, Chad Affield as well. Again, your final score, 3-0 here. Wahpeton takes game 1. We'll go to our game 2 link here in a few minutes here as we take a break between the two games. Again, your final score, Wahpeton 3, Devil's Lake 0 for Maddie, Brian, Chad. I'm Joe. We'll see you in a little bit.